Let's talk about landing pages. This Reddit user made a post about landing pages with stripped out navigation, saying, "I'm seeing less and less of these and have never used them myself, but get the point of them. Would any of you say they are essential, and for what type of website?" The site I work on is lead gen B2B focused and based around lead capture, so one of the site's types most suited to this. However, I always feel uneasy about stripping the navigation and by extension, the main website away. Any views appreciated? Okay. Well, for those of you guys that have seen my channel, you know I talk about lead generation, and I do a lot with high volume lead generation backed by big ad spend. So this is kind of like my forte. It is right up my alley. Now, what this user is concerned about here is the fact that if they create a landing page, they're going to take away all of the other navigation, and then the user can't access other parts of the website, which may be used for trust building, social proof, in some type of value. And this is something that I kind of thought about too when I first got into the lead generation space several years ago, right? Well, why wouldn't I want the users to go to other parts of the website? Maybe they'll help the user ultimately convert. And this is kind of hard to explain unless you've actually seen this in practice. But fundamentally, for direct response marketing, which is basically what lead generation online is, the best results are going to come from one clearly defined conversion objective on the website. So for that to happen, you need to take out all of the other stuff and just focus on that one conversion event. And for people that have been highly involved in content marketing, this seems counterintuitive, but you need to shift gears into a direct response from paid advertising marketing mindset. Now, let's just kind of back this up here with people that are actually doing it. If we type in auto insurance for Camry, right? Just go into a space where there's a lot of high volume lead generation going on and high advertising costs. Let's just open up these websites here and see what the landing pages look like. And I think you're going to notice they're very stripped down. Some of them may have navigation to other parts of the website, but it's certainly not front and center. They're really going to strip these down. Again, this one here, you can clearly see they don't have any navigation, at least not front and center. They're probably going to have some down in the footer. Yeah, they've just got the bare minimum down here. And this really isn't navigation. This is just legal disclaimers that need to be made down there. But what they clearly want the user to do is type in their zip code and then carry onward, and it looks like they've got some options to phone call in here if the user wants to do that. So clearly what we can see is that they are pushing the user to their conversion objective, which is filling out the form. And again, we'll see that here on this website. Again, no real navigation around here. That's going to trigger the actual form, but they're just funneling the user closer and closer to that conversion objective. NerdWallet does have some navigation up here. Now I'm going to guess that this is probably because the website, just because of the confines of the web development standards behind this website, they probably say, okay, we have to use this header and footer. That is just non-negotiable from the executive team. Whereas if this were at the sole discretion of the media buyer or whoever's creating the landing page, they would probably strip that navigation out of there. And then we'll go to a fourth and final example. Again, no other navigation on this page. So mind you, auto insurance for Camry is probably a very expensive click. We're probably talking $30 or $40 a click here for this. This is one of the highest cost and most competitive markets for lead generation. And you can see their landing pages are not using any navigation. So, kind of going back to the original post here, while it may seem counterintuitive to strip out the navigation, particularly if you're a content marketer, this is ultimately what works. And fundamentally, what should happen if we come back here, everything on the landing page should be geared to give the user what they need to go to the next step. So that way, when you're split testing and you're testing variants and stuff like that, you don't have any of the other clutter or kind of smoke in the way of your split test. Everything is confined to this landing page, and you need to focus on what you can give the user on this landing page to drive them to take this action. So really, to address this directly here, if I haven't already, there's a lot of value in stripping out the navigation or anything that is going to take the user away from their objective, your objective on that landing page, and from them completing it. And your landing page really needs to be geared towards driving them exclusively to that objective. And that starts with eliminating the ability of that user to go anywhere else on the website that might take them away from it. So guys, on that note, I hope you found this video helpful and insightful. If you did, be sure to do me a sweet one. You know the drill. Hit that like button. Do yourself a sweet one so you get all of my insight into marketing. Hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm signing off on this one.